Energy is fundamentally different from what it was 20 years ago because it's more competitive generally, there's less government interference, there's more focus on both capacity and renewables, which used to be contradictory but is now in the energy transition seen as more complementary. But the energy transition is crucial because what it means is that today's world cannot exist tomorrow. We actually have to make a change. The LLM program needs to be multidisciplinary. It's not that if you're an energy lawyer, all you do is understand energy law. It's not just about energy lawyers. It's about people who understand how energy law thinks and how energy law works. The key features are that it tries to teach you how energy systems work. It's not about a particular country. It's about understanding that energy really works more or less the same way everywhere in the world.
I think there are two sides of this program. There is a regulatory side. As a lawyer, I have got familiar with that, how the electricity system, how it works, and how law comes in aid to the system. There is a very interesting thing that I have learned from here. That is the policy side of the energy systems. This is something very additional and very beneficial for us. Like, I have been able to learn how the electricity policy is undergoing in various developing countries. That is one thing that I think I have not seen any other program.
There just seem to be so many innovative, aspects to it. We took oil and gas law, Stephen Down. I was like, whoa, okay. First of all, I hear their backstory and how they came to be, and it's like, this is interesting. So I guess it's just the international body of professors that they had here.
These courses really enabled me to see how these resources can be utilized sustainably. So we are talking of climate change, and then we are talking of the energy transition, and then we have these fossil fuels. So what these courses basically do is to put these things in context, how they can be sustainably utilized.
What we do is we give you the tools so that you can then look at the situation, assess it, and find your own answer. We are not about trying to enforce a particular solution. That's not what we do at all. What we do is we simply say, we will teach you methodology. We will teach you how linkages work. What actually is linked between the fuel side, the electricity side, the market side. What is connected in the gas world. How even oil fits in. Because remember, even in an energy transition, oil is still going to be important going forward. But as we move through an energy transition, the story becomes more and more of low carbon. Instead of the world being driven by fossil fuels, the world will now be driven by low carbon, and fossil fuels will have to fit into that world in the same way that potentially renewables had to fit into the fossil fuel world 15, 20 years ago. The story has flipped, the story has changed, and that's what the LLM teaches you. It teaches you that that story is part of the context. Everything is linked together, and so therefore I can make better decisions on a particular project, on a particular contract, on a particular piece of advice to government, on a particular consultancy project, than I would if I didn't understand the context so comprehensively.